So you want to be first at the racetrack? You probably want to know what kind of car you're driving. You want to be a better investor? You probably want to know how you personally approach investing. Lots of studies on this about behavioral finance and how it impacts investment returns. You would figure today, in today's day of computers, technology, number crunching, that we would be better investors. Unfortunately, and sad to say, just not true. So this goes back to studies on behavior and how people make investment decisions. Here's a notable one. Ballard, Beal, and Kaiser, also known as the BBK method, studied investors and how they approached investments. So knowing what kind of person you are will help you out in this process. So let's start with the first type of investor. It's called an adventurer. Adventurers are willing to put it all out there. They're willing to take big bets. So they're going to take 20, 30, 40% of their portfolio and make one individual bet. They like risks. They will tell you when they win. They won't tell you when they lose. If you're an adventurer, you're going to have a volatile ride. You're going to see things going up and down. Generally, you're going to lose more than you're going to win. The second type is called the celebrity. We all know the celebrity investors. They're the ones that want to hear from somebody else first. They want to be in the things that the high net worth people invest in, or the ultra high net worth people. So where's the action? I want to be in private equity. How do I do that? Well, it really doesn't matter as long as I'm in it. They don't generally come up with their own ideas. They're usually playing off somebody else's. Someone that can take lots of risks might want to be in private equity. Someone that can't take lots of risks maybe shouldn't. The next type is the individualist. So individualists go their own way. So these are rational investors. So what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and look at the data. They're going to try and make rational decisions. They're going to get help from advisors who they rationally know have a little bit more experience in this because they've been dealing with lots of other people in their investments. So the individualists are usually the most successful. Then you're going to get to the guardians. Guardians, actually, you can change and turn into a guardian in your later years. They're usually careful. They lack confidence in their ability to predict the future, predominantly because they've seen so much, and they're concerned about more the downside than they are the upside because they've seen that in their life. So the guardians generally don't take enough risk, and they're very, very conscious of protecting the assets they have. The last one, of course, is the straight arrow. So a straight arrow is someone who's not going to live in one of these quadrants. So they're going to try and take little pieces of each one of them and be very balanced about their approach in terms of their investment. Okay, so when you look at these four kind of types of investors, you're going to see different characteristics. When you jump in a car that's a Ferrari, you generally don't want to go off-roading. You can find more about us at seboldcapital.com or 630-548-9700. After all, it's your time. Spend it well.